Hi again. Now we need to learn how to use the carver tool. In the previous tutorial, we just learned how to use pull tool, and we're gonna take too much example how to use it when we start modeling this robot. But before we jump modeling anything, we need to use carver tool. Carver tool is almost similar to the pull tool, but it's a bit fun to use. So let's learn how to use carver tool. Carver tool is an add-on, so we need to activate it. You can go to edit and preferences, or you can hit number 4 and go to preferences or F4 and go to search bar and search for carver, C-A-R. So this one, carver tool. Just activate it, hit this checkbox, and then exit over this panel right here. Alright, so let's see how can we activate carver tool. I will add a cube, for example, and just move it a bit right here to use carver tool. So now we have this cube. To activate carver tool, you need to press Ctrl Shift X. When you do that, you will see this option right here. So now the cut type is rectangle. That's mean now if you press left click in the space, just one, and move the mouse, now we can create this rectangle, and this rectangle is following the mouse. So when you move the mouse, you can make it bigger or smaller, and in the same time this rectangle is the cutter. So if I want to cut this box just like that, select, hit left click and create this rectangle, and when you want to confirm the cut, just hit left click again, and as you see, this rectangle cut this box from this area. Let's do that again. Hit left click again and move the mouse, and again left click right here. Now create another cut. Let's try that. Just see how that is efficient and fast. It's very fun to use, and it's very beautiful. Alright, so this is the carver tool, and now we just use the rectangle. As you see here, we have a space. If you hit the space, you can change from rectangle to line. Now if you hit left click, now you can create line. Another left click here, another left click here, another one right here, and one right here. And if you want to confirm the result, just hit space, and that's gonna help you to cut this area. Let's do that again. Left click here, here one, here one, here one. When you complete, just hit space. There we go. Again, one here, one here, one here, one here, space. Let's tumble around and let's see what we got. So we got this one. We got this result. You can cut in the perspective. Left click, here, 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 here. When you complete it, space. Now we got a result. But in the perspective, it's not gonna give you precise result. Just keep that in your mind. Let's do something here. Again, left, 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 click, and then when you complete, hit space to confirm the result. There we go. It's very nice and it's very fast and beautiful. So this is the line, and if you hit the space, now we have a circle here. Cool. So let's use the circle. Let's go to front view, hit number 1. To use the circle, you need to hit left click and move the mouse to control the radius of the circle. And as you see now, I'm controlling the radius. So to confirm that, to confirm the cut, just hit left click again, and there we go. Now we have something here. And as you see here, it's not high resolution circle. Let's go back to the front view and let's see what we can do else. I'm going to hit left click and create another circle, and as you see here is written subdivision WX, and now it is 40 segments. Let's try that. I'm going to hit W. When you hit W, you can make it very jagged, and if you hit X, you can make it high. Let's do that again. Control Shift X, and let's change to circle. Let's hit left click and create the circle. And now let's hit W to make it low resolution, and to make it high resolution, hit X couple times. And now it is very high resolution. Now if we confirm the cuts, check this out. Now you can make a comparison between this result and this one right here. Alright, so this is the carver tool. It's very nice and beautiful, and we just learned how to cut. We have more option right here, but actually I'm not going to give you too much information, and in the end of the day you're gonna forget them all. So we're gonna stick with a few information helped us to create this robot. But there is something else we need to learn. Let's hit number 1 from the to jump to the front view. We learned how to use carver tool. We learned how to use the rectangle. Hit the space. We learned how to use the line. Hit the space. We learned how to use the circle. So all of these options are for cuts, but we have option for slice. If you create, for example, circle, and if you hit shifts, now you can switch between cuts or adding slice, and just watch the result. When I hit shift, the color of the circle will be changed, and the name right here, it will be changed to re-pull. Alright, so I'm going to hit Control Shift X and use rectangle, and I'm going to create a rectangle right here, but I'm not going to cut this. I'm going to add slice. So hold shift, and when you complete, confirm it with left click, and now we create a slice right here. To end the operation, hit right click and the space. Alright, so now we create a slice. Now this piece is no longer part of this one. We add a slice. Alright, let's do that again. Let's hit number 1. So the first thing, we need to select something. Let's select this piece, and let's hit Control Shift X, and now we just activated the carver tool. Let's switch this to rectangle, hit space. Now we are, sorry, I mean let's switch this to line. So now we are in the line mode. So let's create a line right here to make slice. Click, click, left click, left click. When you complete, if you hit space, you will cut this, but if you hold shift, now you can add slice. So hold shift and then hit space to confirm the slice, and now we just add a slice right here. Alright, let's go back to the front view again, and I need to tell you something right here. If you select nothing here, and press Control Shift X, now we will activate something called create, and that will help us to create a rectangle. If you don't select anything, you'll activate the create operation inside carver tool. So if you press left click and create a rectangle like that, it will create a geometry as you see right here. Alright, now let's learn something new here. If you not select anything, let's jump to the front view. If you don't select anything and press Control Shift X, now you are in the create mode. So if you create anything, that's gonna help you to create a new geometry. Why? Because you didn't select anything. Let's jump back to the front view and let's hit A twice to deselect anything, and let's hit Control Shift X. Now we are in the create mode, and now we can switch between type, rectangle, line or circle. And if you draw a circle, now we can create a circle. Alright, now let's so just keep in your mind, because sometime when you press Control Shift X, you will see this create, and maybe you will ask what's going on here. And by the way, if you select anything and press Control Shift X, the carver tool will open this operation, the difference operation. But if you hit C from the keyboard, you can switch between create or cut. Just keep that in your mind. So that's almost all what you need to know about carver tool. I know it is too much information. Repeat this video a couple times and try to cut by yourself. Add geometry, add sphere, add cylinder, and cut them. And when you do that, your hand will get used to do that. Alright, so this tutorial is finished and I will see you in the next one.